goddamn button. Don't you hit that button.
We hit the button and we live.
No, you didn't.
I did hit the button. Welcome back to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I'm Eric.
I'm Lord Manny Hayes.
And I'm not starting the show until I see our proper introduction of the thumbnail. I uploaded it and someone deleted it behind my back. They deleted it behind my back.
No one deleted your thumbnail, Marcus. But thank you for providing the thumbnail to us.
I put it up there, God damn it! I swear I put it up there.
As it looks like an after-school special.
You know what you should have done as a thumbnail? Do you remember that ancient episode of The Simpsons when Bart gives up his soul? You should put Cody in the boat by himself while everyone else had souls.
Big Jimmy said, Marcus, he's surprised that the thumbnail didn't reference Shang Tsung and Mortal Kombat, but there's a probability that wrestling fans wouldn't get it, so it's probably would not warrant the effort.
Yeah, I think wrestling fans would get it. It's the same branch of Mortal Kombat fans. I mean our demographic is 900 years old and older.
I mean, people are old, yeah. The point is like you have to ask yourself, when do you age out of this situation? But I guess when the top stars are a little bit older than you, then you are right. So I still got at least 10 more years to go.
Until Jeff Jarrett retire, I know I'm still good in the game for another 20 years.
No, until Dutch Mantel hangs up that mic, I know I'm still good.
I just want to point out that Mark, that was an unnecessary shot at Jeff Jarrett. We ain't seen Jeff Jarrett in 2 weeks.
3 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know.
2 to 3 weeks.
You know what? You're right. Until Dustin Rhodes retire, I have nowhere to go. Until Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy retire.
Maybe. JK Smush says, good morning, good evening. Shout out to Baby Smush winning 2 wrestling matches at State. Mercedes has a voice for silent films, and happy spring training, everyone. Yes, happy.
Well, first of all, JK Smush, before we even get onto that, don't ever call your child Baby Smush because it sounds disgusting.
And shout out, and if Speedy Republic to Bobby Miller, man, you took that upside the head, but you know what? You are right. Tony looked good too. Man, I can't wait for this year. And then Kane says, so The Rock also acknowledges
Ruka.
Okay, that's Ruka. Okay, Snow Snatcher.
It's spelled wrong.
Yeah, because I was like, is he talking about Soul Ruka or Rick Erica?
Oh, Africa. Just missing an F.
I don't know which one it was, but well, we hope you guys are ready.
The real Soul Snatcher is Tyler Bate.
Marcus, I'm sorry, Tyler Bate.
He's snatching from the black community. We just want you back.
No.
I'm ready to do the.
He's your heartbreaker.
He's your heartbreaker, man. He might be small in stature, but he's big in her heart.
Yeah, but he's injured.
I know this wasn't
to your heart.
This wasn't on the rundown. But apparently a lot of people who were out injured from NXT are making their return. Your boy, who you took a picture with, Marcus Inoue, announced that he's medically cleared.
Was he out?
He was out. Malik is still out. I guess he tore his ACL. So he's been out too. So
I just thought they were just off TV.
No, they were actually hurt.
Those two are dead in the water anyway. They might as well have been released.
So I guess he had to have his shoulder repaired. Manny's girl, Thea Hale, is not off TV because she had some type of injury that she's been gone for 6 months. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been hurt, but it's coming back.
He ain't shit.
Marcus, I would
live in a life-death scenario. Manny's like, woohoo!
I know
you didn't see. Do you know that footage where Jade was injured and allegedly lived? What you didn't see was me walking off in the other side with a tire.
Yep. Manny's beating up women now. It's just come to that. You get one white dog and now he hitting women.
Hey, we live in a world of equality.
So let's just jump into the show right now. We'll get to SmackDown.
Not really, not anymore.
The big SmackDown announcement was The Rock interjected himself into the show, and apparently it caused a lot of stuff according to the dirt sheets of rewrites and whatnot, but we'll get to when we get to SmackDown. But he made one big announcement. He made the announcement that WrestleMania 42 is returning to the Big Easy, New Orleans, a place that Marcus, myself, and Sharpie wife attended, and I put them in dire situations with my accommodations, and I probably broke Marcus' back by what he had to sleep on. Shantae has already said Shantae has already said that if we do make the return for WrestleMania 42, that I am not allowed to book any accommodations at all. I have been stripped of that title. Marcus, were you excited with the best kept, worst kept secret in the world of WrestleMania following the NFL and returning to the Superdome?
Heck, I was giddy.
Okay.
I was giddy.
I'm glad you was giddy. Giddy.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was giddy. Yeah,
Wow.
I was giddy. I was in there like a little schoolgirl going. No,
The sad part is I can actually imagine that.
that's sad. It's so true though. But when I got the announcement, I was like, whatever. What are those ticket prices like, WWE? Tell me what those ticket prices like. Because the poor people of New Orleans and the poor people of Long Beach, California are not going to stand for this anymore. You're talking about the low ticket sales for the loss or the slack of ticket sales for the this year's WrestleMania coming up. Well, look what you did to the people. Look what you did, Hunter. Look what you did. Look what you did.
Look what you did.
It's ridiculous, these prices. They're coming down, though. They're coming down, just like I imagined to. But I will tell you this, Eric, this is breaking news for us. Or for you. I did buy those AEW Revolution tickets.
Church, we're going, man. We're going. But Marcus,
I get to see John Moxley versus a man I used to know as Edge, now known as Cliff or Coke.
He's Coke. So, man,
Cliff is a better knockoff name. I'm just saying.
I'm going to let you comment on this, but I will point out that I was also somewhat excited about the return to New Orleans. I will tell you this right now. Like, the prices for Vegas, I would not be willing to pay. Prices for New Orleans, maybe a little bit. I will point out that outside of the Superdome and the Smoothie King Center, which was pieces of dump, I really enjoyed the city of New Orleans. I really did. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed maybe not the plantation as much.
Let's go back to the plantation. All the good times.
Man, the look on Marcus and Shantae's face just was like, damn, why we here? And me wanting to kill the white man who was trying to tell his wife, I treat you better than this. And I was like, you motherfucker, will kick your ass.
Yeah, my favorite thing about the visiting of the plantation was with the white people who were walking the plantation with us, because it was us looking at them going, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all here basking in your glory, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're here basking in the golden days. You reminiscing, huh? Your ancestors are reminiscing. My ancestors are still being hit in this field right now. I feel it. Somebody gonna die today.
And then on top of that, I feel like I have to right the wrong that happened for Marcus. Marcus didn't really get to experience the bayou because Shantae wasn't feeling well. He didn't get to go walk on the street in downtown with the beads and shit like that. So we got to make it right. Vegas,
We did a little bit of that. We did a little of that.
Yeah, but Marcus, we really messed up. Remember when we had,
you know what?
we had the fast food spot. Remember Canals or
but
whatever? That was bad.
But you want to know what, Eric? Me hitting age 40, I realized the party's behind me, man. The party's behind me. I want to be at home.
You realize that?
I would like to be at home with a blanket, nice warm fireplace,
So Manny,
and an invisible dog, protecting me.
Manny, excuse me. What do you have to say about this?
I came to this revelation at the tender age of 19. And Marcus, I am 38 right now.
I think I came at the age of 8. Like once Ryan was born, I was like, I don't want to party no more. F this. I don't want
Finally quit that cocaine.
No, but no, I was excited about the announcement. I just hope the prices are a little bit more sensible. I doubt it because I think TKO's out of their mind. As Marcus already alluded to, this is my next thing I want to talk about, is that WWE is struggling to sell out WrestleMania. No surprises. No surprises here. Those ticket prices are absurd, but some people are trying to blame Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble and a lackluster card. I'll put this way. WrestleMania has sold out before when we didn't even know what the card was going to be. So I just think that people just can't afford, in this economy, you can't afford these prices. Manny, I know you're not familiar with the US dollar at this point, but looking at those prices, would you have even considered traveling all the way from where you live at to attend that WrestleMania at these prices?
Not for those prices, but even like just regular Raw and SmackDown over here, and end of March, I'm priced out. Like even like first tier, you're looking at £1,500, and I was just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and I remember
it's honestly not worth. It's not worth it. Like if you think about it, I paid front row for a live event, and I paid $700 like in April last year.
Yeah.
You're looking at $2,000 for like Raw and SmackDown. I'm like,
Yeah, you wouldn't even get a seat. You wouldn't even get a seat at WrestleMania with that right now.
I'll give you guys an idea. When I was looking at tickets when they went on
Still
sale,
probably going
for the. I'm not. Me and Manny's gonna be on the watch along.
The tickets are cheap, man. They keep going down every day.
They're not. I just looked, Marcus. They're not. The obstructive view tickets up in the top was still $300, and that's an obstructive view. But the whole thing about it, WWE or TKO, I'm not going to say WWE. TKO priced out the common fan. Like when I was looking for tickets, it was 3 tickets for Marcus, myself, and Ryan, and total for both nights came to $5,800. And that's not including room, travel, and stuff like that. And it's like, I like wrestling, but that's $6,000. That's a used car. And JK says it best. Like, the best seat in the house is with my brother from across the pond, where I pay wherever I pay for Peacock. And I understand being there is about the moment, but Marcus, I understand that you want to dispute this. Go ahead, brother. Speak on it.
Well, let's dispute it. Wait, what do you mean you understand?
Because
someone passed you a note and said Marcus is going to dispute this. Well, I never disagree. I have no disagreements with a word you said, other than that me and the Boo Boo Bear will make an attempt to go to this event. And the reason I think we can afford one night. And you know what? If I had to suffer for these 7 months at this damn job for this bonus that I got, you know what? I'm gonna put it to try to get to WrestleMania.
Okay, I appreciate that, but
let me tell you this: my final price after all for going to TNA Revolution, I still couldn't afford 1 seat at WrestleMania.
I know.
Instead, I got 3 seats, not even up in the nosebleeds, Manny. No. We're at the 100 level.
Those 100 levels were still available, huh?
Yeah, and it's a reasonable price. They were $92 a ticket. Paid it. I paid it. Yeah. Nice level. It's not too close where I can't see. I'm above a level. It's a good spot at Staples Center. So all we got to worry about is the funk that hits the fan, and we all good.
Yes, Manny.
Yes, Manuel.
I believe if you waited another month, Marcus, you may have got a buy one get one free offer.
It's a possibility.
No, it's not. Man, it's 2 weeks away. You can't wait another month.
It's a possibility.
That's why I was like, all right, 2 weeks is enough. That's when I decided. I was like, how long do I got for this shit? Oh, 2 weeks? All right, let me see.
I know.
And I was like, let me see if I can get some of the good tickets that are on sale instead of waiting till the last minute we end up doing bullshit.
I think for me, and like for mid-level tickets, I think like $100 per ticket is a very good price. I think that's reasonable for any event. And like if you were to go for WrestleMania, I would even say like if you give me $175 per ticket, like in the nosebleeds, I think that's fair. But like now you're trying to make me pay $350 for nosebleeds? Oh, you out your damn mind.
You can't go 175 because I believe the Lakers cost $200 just to be up there. Just to be all the way up there. The Lakers are already expensive. And I'm sure they went up since Luka Doncic is on that team.
It could be. I mean, Beyonce was more reasonable than WrestleMania.
I know, she Beyonce.
Yeah, and she crazy too. So it's like WrestleMania, they have to get their act together. And I think it's unfair to blame the card. I don't think this is Jey Uso's fault. I think this is people are just trying to write their narrative of Jey Uso's. This is the part that I think wrestling fans are so toxic. It's like there is nothing else that if you would have had John Cena win the Royal Rumble, you would have been upset about that. You just can't really put your finger on it, like, because you don't go there for the card. You go there to be at WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like going to the Super Bowl. I'm not here for the game. If I want to see the game, the best place to see the game is at home.
Yeah.
I'm there to be around everybody. It's a celebration of something as a community we all pretend to love together.
Yeah. And as Marcus as he did in Los Angeles, bumped that man's knees and ruined his WrestleMania experience, won the fight.
I hope that man can't walk and fell down the stairs right after.
Never understood that. That was the biggest douche. Like at that point,
you want to start some?
I want to whoop his ass just to whoop his ass, but it's like
Eric at every WrestleMania wants to whoop somebody's ass. I remember the Sting tobacco.
Yeah, but I would get into a fight at WrestleMania if I was with you.
Marcus, in New Orleans, I was pretty good. Nope, I take that back. I wanted to whoop the concession people because they wouldn't give me a lid for my goddamn cup.
No, that's reasonable because most places don't do that anymore.
They didn't have lids or straws in New Orleans.
What?
No lids, no straws.
No, you wanted to fight the guy that kept going live, talking about I'm live, baby, at WrestleMania and all that.
That was
screaming Adam
WrestleMania?
Cole, baby. Yeah,
That was WrestleMania?
that was WrestleMania. That was New Orleans.
He was live, but we do laugh about that, baby. I'm live on his Facebook with all 3 of his followers. It's like, okay.
Let's not make fun of his 3 followers, Eric. I believe that's just 2 more than what we got right now.
All right, so TKO, to justify their prices that they're charging for their live event, their premium live events, the rumor circulating the internet is that they have acquired a wrestling darling. They acquired the rights of Lucha Underground. Maybe with the hiring of Penta and the interest in Rey Fenix, maybe they could be trying to revive Lucha Underground. Marcus, you and I have been huge fans of Lucha Underground. First of all, are you happy if WWE or TKO has the rights to Lucha Underground? And if so, would you like to see a revival?
Do I want to see a revival? No, because I don't think they can recapture the magic that was Lucha Underground. I don't think you redo that. I think that it's nice that someone has the rights and, we can get the old Lucha Underground on, Netflix again or stuff like that and Peacock or go back and watch old matches or even put together one of their fancy documentaries about the coming together to Lucha Underground. I'm all for that.
Marcus, let me ask you this question. Would you prefer a revival of Lucha Underground or a revival of Southpaw Wrestling?
Southpaw. I love me some Southpaw.
I'll take that one episode of Southpaw Wrestling for 100.
I want lethal leap year. Damn it.
I just want to see Gallus do kicks and everything about that.
Oh, yeah, that was the year that Shantae New Orleans was where she wore her Do It for Dewey shirt and she met her other fellow guy at wearing the Do It for Dewey shirt. Yeah, that was the... Manny, do you have any interest in Lucha Underground or is it just whatever to you?
Who are you asking that question to?
To you. I said Manny. I said Manny. And so your loss, it seems like... I don't think
Hold on, let me answer since you said Manny.
As he drinks out his Stanley.
I have no interest for it, but if you throw Andrade there and just leave him there, that'd be great.
But, can I ask a question though? Would it be just seem improper if you took all the Mexican superstars and just put them on their own little sideshow as Lucha Underground and kept them off the main roster? Wouldn't that be a little like, I don't know, disingenuous?
You don't have to leave all the Mexicans. Take all the Mexicans. You can leave Marcus as Penta.
And you can always put EO there, put some Japanese in there. Chelsea was a part of it. There's a lot of wrestlers. In fact, I would say 50% of the AEW and WWE rosters are all Lucha Underground alumni.
Prince Puma, he was there. AKA Jamal. Well, if they do bring back Lucha Underground, unfortunately, somebody who may not be there with them is that someone did not get their contract renewed, and that is Corey Graves' wife. And you wonder if his comments made sure that this didn't happen. But apparently, Carmella's contract has expired with WWE. Marcus, no, I'm going to go to Manny. Manny, will you miss Carmella, or is she in that Thea Hale category for you?
Thea
Hale category. She is actually talented, but she hasn't been in wrestling for so long that it's moved on. It's moved on without her.
Oh.
Would you say so? Think about it.
Would you say the same thing for the Iconics?
Nah, I love me some Billy Kay.
See, I think it's your investment that you have. Marcus, do you disagree with what Manny just said? Has wrestling moved on from Carmella?
I 100% agree with what Manny said. It's passed her up. No. I think Carmella could contribute somewhere.
What, Marcus? What?
No, I don't mean if she showed I don't believe she's a world champion. I don't believe she's going, but I believe she can go out there and do some quality work out there and make a buck or two. There's worse people in the world.
Marcus,
I always thought she was the better wrestler than Alexa Bliss.
Outside of the James Ellsworth situation, what other thing did Carmella do that was memorable?
The R-Truth combo.
Well, that's more R-Truth, though.
How about when she won the Money in the Bank?
That was James Ellsworth.
The second time.
with James
It was
Ellsworth.
he was still
No, the
running off
first time's
James-
with James Ellsworth.
Yeah, but he was still
second
running
time
off
she
that
wanted
momentum
natural.
though. He was running off that momentum.
How about time when she came out with the sheet and she was the sexiest woman in WWE?
I don't think so. I mean, I think I'm glad that she and Corey had a child together, and I hope they have a happy family because he's gonna be unemployed soon also. But he's trying to make the best of it. You know, what can I say? But last but not least, your boy Marcus, your boy Oba decided to make a trip down Thursday night to the Impact Zone. He decided. Did you watch the video? Because that's the only thing I watched.
No.
So what's going on, Mark? The system is in there beating down somebody who I can't remember who they're beating down. But then the Hardy Boys come out and they make the save. And the Hardy Boys are making the save, but then because they're still outnumbered by the system. And next thing you know, it goes dark and Oba comes out. Marcus, the beatdown is still happening. Oba does his full entrance. Pretty much music plays.
People gotta stop this shit.
He does this. He struts and he comes out there. He clears the ring and Moose exits the ring before he even put hands on it. It was a very good build, in my opinion, for the match that they're gonna have. That might not be that great, but I still thought it was nice seeing the NXT champion make his appearance on Impact.
Well, it's starting to feel like this TNA NXT thing is starting to be a bit more fairer.
Yes,
it felt like
Yes.
NXT was getting the better end of the deal. But it seems like you throw the NXT champion on there, it seems like it's starting to get a little bit fairer.
Yeah, this is the first time the NXT champion showed up. Last time I think the biggest person we had was Tatum Paxson.
But hold on, guys. How long has this deal been in place? Think of it. The official deal has only been in place for about a month or two.
Mm.
So, this is when the deal comes in. You ain't getting my champion who ain't got no real deal in writing. You can kiss my ass.
Well,
I see you, Taylor Paxton. That's the best you're going to get out of me.
but I think the optics, as Manny pointed out, it seems like it's a little bit more fair right now. Because before it just was like, man, WWE just they're pillaging people or taking people like, Jordan Grace and stuff like that. But now you have, Oba show up. Like, Oba is a big difference compared to Wesley showing up. Just saying. It's a huge difference.
Oba might need to put Joe Hendry in his place, man. Joe Hendry sucks.
But you knew that already. Joe Hendry is a theme song. He is a theme song.
Speaking of, Elijah showed up in TNA.
He did.
It makes me
With the
sad that he's doing the
colognes.
exact same gimmick.
With the colognes, Marcus. They back on TV. How you feel about that?
I just don't like those people, okay?
I know.
Let's just leave it right there.
The feud that keeps on going.
It's gonna go forever. This is a feud of epic proportions featuring epic proportions.
So before we jump into SmackDown, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Because guess what?
Let's get to SmackDown.
Huh?
Let's get to SmackDown, man.
You want to get to SmackDown?
Let's get to SmackDown.
Okay,
let's get this over with. Let's just start talking about what's going on.
Let me tell you this right now.
I think we should start from the top.
Mark, Mark, we will start from, but I just want to tell you this right now, and it's something I ain't never said before. By far, Friday Night SmackDown was the worst show this week. I enjoyed Dynamite better than I did SmackDown, and yeah, I said that. I said that, and I just
Let's just take it from the top, man. Take it slow. Just do like Usher. I just wanna take it nice and slow. No, did he?
You're just jealous you weren't invited to that party.
I am still upset they haven't invited me to the freak offs. I'm a freak, Diddy. What not me?
I just want to point out, for me, my big issue that I had with the whole entire
man?
night is how people kept saying that The Rock is here, and the final boss is here. And then later in the show, he shows up. So he clearly wasn't there. Because the show started off with Nick Aldis doing his job, talking about, hey, it's out of my hands. But that 6-man tag main event has been changed, Cody. You ain't fighting tonight. You're not fighting. Cody was downtrodden. Mark, how would you like if someone told you, you know what, Marcus? Power B says that you are not working tonight. We just want you to be on the standby waiting. You don't have to do any type of work.
Hey, you see this smile on my face?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a dream come true. And then it'll be that moment, but like Cody, what do you mean? What's going on? Are you sure? You really sure? As I'm walking out the door. Happens. True story. My question is this. Manny, Nick Aldis, on the list of many people that Manny hates, told you he canceled a 6-man tag. That should have made you happy.
Yeah, but it was still a tag match that existed.
Manny, but it wasn't a 6-man tag.
It wasn't a 6-man. You know they get worse with more people for you. You know it hurts more if it's 6 to 8 to 12 to 15 or whatever Tony Khan gets to.
When's the last time the trios title's been defended? If they even have trios champions.
There's no trios title in WWE.
No, I'm talking about, and we keep brought up Tony, and I was just talking about what Tony is.
Let's not talk about those. Let's not talk about Pac and them.
Oh, they are the trios champion. They hide their titles too.
So, can we cover all this stuff in one segment with The Rock and get this out the way and cover the rest of this nonsense? Because it's a one segment show. It's a one segment show, essentially. There's some stuff on here.
Everything else I gotta say is gonna be very mean. So might as well talk about The Rock because that was that. But go ahead, Mark. You lead the charge. We'll follow you, sir.
So The Rock shows up drunk in his Ford, in his patented Ford. You know who that is. When Joe tells the story, say, that's only gonna be one person. And I was like, that could be the Death Riders. I've seen them in that same Ford.
No,
they pull it up.
They do Dodge.
Oh, are they in Dodge? Is it a Dodge? I thought it was a Ford.
I'm
so disappointed. They'll be ripping off AEW again with pickup trucks. So Dwayne shows up at basically at the top of the third hour. He comes out there, he starts playing his music, and then switches over to Lil Wayne track. Yeah, and then he comes out, picks up a guy's phone. The Rock he rubs his goosebumps several times. He speaks nothing but gibberish. Speaks nothing but gibberish. Cody Rhodes comes out.
What? No, wait. No, first he does.
Oh, he announces New Orleans.
That WrestleMania is going to New Orleans. And
I jumped ahead.
Maybe Mark, I want to pause you real quick. I don't understand how his announcement of WrestleMania coming to New Orleans dealt with his bloodline because they zoomed into his arm, showing him do the line.
No, that's his goosebumps. That's his goosebumps.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, he's talking about his shield. He gets goosebumps every time he comes out. You do not pay attention.
Well, so no.
Literally, when he walks out every time, he goes,
No.
Look at this shit. Look at these goosebumps.
The tapping is the goosebumps. I thought when he did that meant the bloodline.
Is that ashiness? Hold on, keep that orb up. Is that sunlight or ash? It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both. But I thought this meant bloodline, and that was goosebumps.
No, he never means bloodline.
Oh.
He's just talking about his goosebumps.
I'm not understanding his sign language. Okay, so continue, Marcus. Continue.
So this motherfucker goes out there and start cussing and shit.
He did.
He just starts saying shit and fuck and all that. And,
he thought they was on Netflix.
Then all of a sudden, Cody comes out there. I think does he turn on the fans first before Cody gets out there? He's talking about this ain't sing along with the final boss. But then he's kind of happy about it. Cody comes out there. Cody's like, what the fuck?
Tells the fan, I'll slap the gonorrhea off your face, let me speak.
Yeah. In the middle of slapping the gonorrhea off that man's face, the man forgot his lines like 700 times. Manny the dog is there, okay?
He repeated himself.
He keep looking back like you're in traffic.
Like, The Rock repeated himself 3 times. 3 times he repeated himself.
Like, it was like he didn't know what he was going to say. And then eventually he got to Cody and talked about him and their moms are together. They cool. And then he started. He tapped the belt and said, I'm coming for this. Cody like, this is the people's belt. This ain't your belt, Rock. This is the belt. The belt belongs to the people. It don't belong to you. And then The Rock says, I don't want the belt.
I want your soul.
I want your soul.
I want your soul. And this once he kissed the bars, he was like, oh, Cody, I see why Brandon like you. You taste good to black people. The black guys, you tasty. Shit. Let me get some of this.
There's no Cuban spices?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had Cuban spice on your neck. You wear
Ropa Vieja right there, man. You taste like some good stewed beef.
So he goes back, and I would tell you this at this point. I didn't know what The Rock was saying. I was in it, and then I was out of it, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But when he said I was taking your soul, I was back in. I go, oh. For some reason, that got my attention. I was like, oh, what does he want, really?
It was probably weird to explain himself as to what he wants.
No, man, it was probably weird for Marcus to hear that term in English because he normally hears it in Spanish.
Well played.
The fact that I need Manny's sign language for me to understand what that was.
Well, Marcus, because at one point, because you weren't paying that much attention to it, and because I think it was really obvious what I said in that situation, so it's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Thinking there was a pause. I heard what he said. I was waiting for you to react.
Yeah, that's
I was confused.
And you didn't react. And I was just like,
yeah,
It was like interpretation.
It wasn't direct. Go ahead, Marcus. Go continue.
So I thought this is the second worst Rock appearance I've ever seen until he asked for the soul, and now I'm intrigued on the storyline because I want him to take Cody's soul. I want Cody to be corrupted by the dark side because you know what? The Rock is playing Vince McMahon right now, and it felt like Vince. I felt like Vince was writing it. I felt like Vince was in the room. I felt the ghost of Vince McMahon with this storyline. I want your soul, damn it, or something like that.
Marcus, let me let your vocal coach rest a little bit. Manny, you had your hand
My
up.
vocal cords.
So I'm pretty much with what Marcus just said, but are you going to cover what The Rock said in the press conference where he said he said necessarily that this may not even lead to a match?
Manny, at this whole segment, to me, this is when The Rock crumbled. This is where The Rock crumbled. I was like, dude, this don't make no damn sense. I didn't need this in my life. I don't need The Rock and him feeling goosebumps. Like, I figured he was going to come and announce that WrestleMania was coming to New Orleans because that was the worst kept secret. But then after the soul snatching, and then I read reports afterwards about it not being the match, I was like, I don't know where this is going. I don't think it's going to. It seems so disconnected from the Elimination Chamber, and that bothers me in so many different ways because like you're really distracting from the competitors that are competing in this Elimination Chamber with this Rock nonsense. I don't know. I didn't like it at all. This, like, I know this was supposed to be the big payoff, but this made SmackDown even feel 10 times worse. 10 times worse than what it was.
It was as confusing as when the Rock gave him back that thing the day after WrestleMania.
Yeah, which me and Marcus forgave because we were there live.
No, we weren't there for that one. That was after WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about when you're thinking of Netflix premiere when he was just like, "Oh, me and Cody are best friends now."
Yeah, and like I felt like we didn't even need to go through the whole lineage of them being friends. Now I didn't need that necessarily. I don't like literally. If you guys are such good friends, you could have easily text him, text Libby, or text Eden Styles, called by WWE, and say, "Hey, I want Cody's soul. Can I have Cody's soul? Can I get it?"
Yeah, but in this segment, well, maybe I feel like here's where things got weird and mixed up. I think the purpose of him saying we were friends with Cody is that he was trying to manipulate him and corrupt him.
Maybe.
Like, I think this the point of this is he wants Cody to turn to the dark side like him and become a him. Join me, young Skywalker. And he'll be more powerful than you can imagine.
As Jimmy said, this segment felt like it could have been better served as a pre-recorded backstage segment with some editing. I said to myself, this could have easily been an email. I didn't need anything else. I didn't need any, like, I waited a good portion of that entire show, waited through all the stuff that they were giving me, all the bullshit that they were giving me, just for this jumbled mess of The Rock trying to take souls. And I don't, and man, you watched
trying to take souls.
You watched the press conference, and I don't think it paid off.
I didn't watch the press conference. I just saw the headline of it.
Oh, but Mandy, you need to go attend to the dog wire. So the very first batch of the night, though, Marcus, very first batch.
No, but back
more?
to this thing. Do you think there was no value whatsoever in this segment? Do you think?
No.
Is that true? You don't think that you're not intrigued of him joining forces with Cody or him betraying Cody at the chamber, or because they said they're gonna have another conversation. Cody has to answer him at the chamber or something.
Yeah, I felt that it would have been better if it just would have had happened organically without having this. Like, you could have let The Rock. You could have let The Rock go out there and announce that WrestleMania is gonna take place in New Orleans. You could have had Cody come out there and just shake his hand. Just shook his hand. Like, you know what? Thank you for making an announcement. And you could have kept Cody in that 6-man tag. And then that way you let it, instead of them Like, like you could have planted subtle.
Why would you want that?
No, I mean, because
hey, WrestleMania's in New Orleans. Let's shake hands.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying it would be better if you would plant seeds that they had a friendship or they had a more of a working relationship instead of having the whole thing of them telling us directly. Like, I don't think I needed the whole direct, like, yes, we're best friends and Mama Rhodes and Mama Rock are good.
Well, it's all about it's seducing them to the dark side. You got to have that. If Cody were to, let's say, join The Rock and turn heel, or, someone else joins The Rock and sell their soul to him, I feel like it has to have that entry. I feel like this WrestleMania was missing something, and I think this could be it, even though it is a mess.
But Marcus, my
even if
issue
it's a mess
with this, and Manny, you might have to be the adjudicator in this situation, is that at Raw on Netflix, Marcus, he took his hat of being a heel, he took it off, turned that sumbitch sideways, and gave it back, and became a face again. So he's not really.
He healed it up. He healed it up on SmackDown.
He was tweening, man. I couldn't tell which one he was gonna be.
I think that was the point, man. As shitty as it was, the execution was shitty. As shitty as it was, I think you're not supposed to be able to tell. I think you're not supposed to tell what side he was supposed to be on.
But then
because he kept going back and forth, and you can see like Cody don't trust him. I think the point is he was trying to seduce Cody.
I don't think
not in the Diddy way, but in the Palps way.
Mark, he kissed him and it tastes real good. Tastes real good. That Cuban boy was good.
Cuban spices right there.
Shit.
Cuban spices.
So is that
American
is that it on
Cuban spices on the cracker?
So can we talk about
never had nothing like that?
Can we talk about this lackluster card? Because I want to talk about Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso. And the only reason why I want to talk about this match.
Don't talk about it.
No, I want to talk about this match because I feel bad for Big Jimmy, because I was looking at Big Jimmy's wrestling attires, and I swear to God, that looks like all the scraps of what Naomi has worn to the ring, and he just put together and put his outfit on.
No, that looked like the scraps of his first run.
It might have been, but I was like, Big Jimmy, what happened to the combat sweats with the t-shirt? You need to stop this. Don't go back to the old Usos. Don't go back. The well ain't good. And this match was just blah.
It was there. I didn't hate it. I still think Jimmy's the better wrestler. He beat Drew, but don't know what that even means at this point.
So then Solo pulls up in his SUV. Why is he still getting tribal chief treatment?
It's not like he lost his money. He only lost to Ulafala.
Yeah, but
kept the money.
I never knew Solo had money, to be totally honest.
He stole that shit.
The funniest thing about this whole entire segment for me was the fact that when Solo showed up and he was confronted by Jacob and Tama was right there, I was like, Tama is dressed to hang more out with Solo than he is to Jacob. Jacob looked like he's wearing black Air Force Ones and doing shit with his Nike jump.
Jacob looked like he was going to
make that joke because I told you about that joke.
Yes, Manny, and apparently everybody, I didn't know about this because it was even announced in the mid-card match.
You clearly live in a too nice of a neighborhood.
I didn't know. No, I think that's an East Coast thing too.
No, this is a hood thing.
No,
I don't know.
Not a West Coast thing.
Not a West Coast thing. Jacob hair was beautiful. I would say that. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
Like he just woke up. What are you talking about?
No. It looked like it was just woke up. But if you look at the details of the dye, it was the dye. The way it was braided up. It's like he designed it to look like shit.
It was retwisted in a disheveled kind of way.
Yeah. But Jacob's my favorite part of SmackDown, though. That man be talking some crazy shit. And I believe every word he says. He's the most believable person in the wrestling right now.
No, he was my number two favorite thing. He was my number two favorite thing on SmackDown.
Oh.
What's your number one?
My number
Zelina
one.
Vega on the motorcycle?
No. Shout out to Zelina Vega getting the anime treatment video package. More power to her. My favorite thing, honestly, is God gives the professional wrestler. It's R-Truth. R-Truth is just amazing. Because I really thought, like, the whole Miz, don't miss, I was like, okay, that's pretty good with Melo. It might give Melo some spice and whatnot. But, like, the thing is, when R-Truth said he was going to have a Louisiana native, I really thought Ricky Saints was coming out. I thought he was. I was like, why not? Why not have Ricky Six come out to his home crowd and get no reaction? But when LA Knight walked out, I literally laughed because I was like, shit, I didn't see this one coming. Louisiana Knight. And when he handed him a po' boy and the beads, I said, okay, this was actually funny. It's just because that's our truth. Our truth is funny that way.
I
enjoyed
love
that.
our truth counting the pin on Mello, and he bouncing up at 2.
I will say this is another positive part of SmackDown because I want to see what Mello and Miz do together because I feel like that was a team. It gives Mello something to do.
Mello needs the
smirk
Miz.
at the end, Mark. Because the smirk Mello had at the end when they won, and I was like, he's still gonna do devious things.
Yeah, they look like an evil tag team.
And the thing about this, though, it's like, you know how we always talk about when people ride the youth and does it ever benefit anybody? I think Miz has been one of the few people who have elevated his tag team partner. He's not the Jericho in the situation where everybody...
Miz ain't like that. Miz isn't like a egomaniac like Jericho is.
But his character says that he is.
His
but
character is, but the Miz is very much pay it back like Cena taught him and stuff like that.
Can I ask you this question? And I want your honest answer.
No, you cannot. Because I can't guarantee an honest answer.
Marcus, if it wasn't for The Miz,
anyway.
I don't think Bryan Danielson would be where he was at.
The fuck you mean?
Oh,
Wait, what do you mean? Hold up. Explain yourself. Elaborate.
I think the heat and the stain that The Miz generated is what made the Yes movement the Yes movement. The real dislike that they have for each other, the promos and stuff like that, it made that.
Hold on.
It was pretty much like when Jey Uso said yeet and how it took on.
Brother, you are misplacing history right now. The Miz and Bryan Danielson main roster feud when The Miz blew up on Danielson on Talking Smack was after he retired and after Yes-O-Mania. He had already had his success on Yes-O-Mania.
Yeah, but
he was retired already.
But I'm also talking about,
he was done.
But everybody knew about his NXT things of when how Miz was trying to bury him and as he was his rookie and stuff like that.
But you know what? That was already in the past. He already did Team Hell No. He already did the Wyatt family. He did all that. The Miz was so far in the future. It was gone.
Who got Daniel Bryan over?
Okay, I'm listening.
Justin Roberts. When the Daniel Bryan tried to strangle him with that thing.
The Nexus.
And then he got fired. Yeah, then he got fired.
That's also true. That also helped propel. There are all these little steps. Kane, Justin Roberts, just going yes, also going no. The AJ Lee relationship, like all this shit.
Beating him at 38 seconds.
Yeah, all this shit that it was all building up to the yes. And then you know what? Shout out to him just being good at his job. Just being good at his job. But it was he was given a lot of bullshit and he overcome everything. I'm not giving The Miz credit for his success of Bryan Danielson, Eric.
Well, I still think The Miz is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think what he has done and accomplished in WWE is, from the man being kicked out the locker room to being one of the actual leaders in the locker room is actually, if they need him to do a media appearance, he's there for them. I mean, he's their Caucasian Titus O'Neil. That's what he is.
No, Titus O'Neil, but you don't even know what Titus O'Neil's job is.
No,
is he still in the company?
Caucasian Titus O'Neil is wild.
And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Titus O'Neil has never reached the heights of The Miz.
Wild.
Hey, for those public appearances, Marcus, another one of your boys, Nakamura, just decided to give Mello and Miz this win. No, Marcus, what is Nakamura doing? What is he doing?
Fuck LA. He fuck LA Knight all day, every day. That's what he doing. All right, leave him alone. Leave him alone. SmackDown gets a strike, by the way. You can't have LA Knight and The Rock on the same show. Just saying.
You can.
So then we had the Tiffy segment.
Ooh, this Tiffy segment was bad.
It was bad as Charlotte. It was bad as Charlotte's outfit.
You criticize Charlotte's outfits all the time. Why don't you change it up and talk about her face?
Let me put it this way. No, let me tell you this right now. Charlotte outfit, the outfit itself was a good outfit, just not good on her. It needs to be on somebody thick. You put that outfit on a Jada Parker. You put that outfit on a Naomi. You put that outfit on a Bianca. You put that outfit on anybody else, Jade Cargill. You be like, yeah, there it is. You put that outfit on Charlotte. You're like, why is she wearing that? What you thinking, girl? Go someplace.
Better outfit. Her and Nia Jax this week.
I prefer Nia Jax's outfit. Although
no, Nia Jax looked like a giant turd with wearing brown.
She did.
She looked like she looked like if someone shit all over the yellow brick road. That's what it looked like.
Like somebody made a tie-dye sweater with it. Like, oh, here we go.
Like, like I have no idea what she was going for, but
I mean,
Tiffy got the microphone to start talking her shit.
When they announced that it was gonna be Tiffy versus Candice LeRae, you know already I didn't want nothing to do with this match at all. I didn't want anything to do with it. And then you
got a titty.
Who makes a better chicken?
I think Tiffy. No, I don't think Tiffy can. I don't think Tiffy can cook. I think if I had to look at all the people, I know Nia makes a good mean chicken. Nia probably make a mean ass chicken. She can probably fry it. She can probably bake it. She can saute it. I'm almost 100% Nia can throw down in the kitchen.
Nah, I think she just eats fast food all the time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think Nia can cook. Of those, just think about it.
Of the women at ringside in this match,
yeah,
I would say Candice LeRae is probably the best cook.
No, man, that chicken was dry.
Yeah, it was dry, but I imagine Nia shit is burnt and bleeding.
Wait, all the women at ringside, are we even including Lillian?
Manny, who cares about Lillian?
Good meal.
I mean, so the whole time that Charlotte was on
Lillian might cook. I think Lillian's old enough. She could throw down. She got that grandma cooking. I'm going for her.
I mean, like the whole thing about it, the whole time that Charlotte was on commentary, she was just talking about how Tiffy ripped her off and things like this segment did not go the way that they wanted it to go. However, it still wasn't the worst segment on this show. Still wasn't the worst.
What was the worst?
The one I don't even think I want to talk about, man. You know what you don't talk about in wrestling. You know what you don't
Come
talk
on, man,
about.
continue. I don't even know.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the Garganos? Gargano and Ciampa when they came out? Because that was the biggest come down of ever. You got The Rock with his confusing statement, and then you got these two bums come out.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. That's I mean, like, you know, it just... Then we got the useless Alexis Bliss promo.
Can I chime in real quick?
Go ahead, Marcus.
Hold on. Before you slander Alexa Bliss right now, I thought she provided some good details of why she was back or whatever was going on. Talk about, ain't nobody changed. Ain't nothing changed. Shit. I can come here and run a rough shot. Anyway, I just think that compared to Tiffy coming out there and saying what she had to say, DIY, and all the other promos in between there,
Stop trying to jump on the desk.
The Rock is the best. he clearly, even at his worst, he was better than all of them.
He was.
And his jumbo man, Cody's 2 words, I think he said, were better than anything anybody said on this.
Marcus, Cody's facial expressions were better than that. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Can we get a shout out though to Liv and Raquel for wrecking shit, like ruining the match that we were not supposed to get anyway?
They deserved it.
Where they attacked Bianca and Naomi.
Bianca and Naomi deserved it because they haven't got solid proof that they did anything.
Yeah, but just because I walked around several minutes after an incident don't mean I did it. Like, I walk past a liquor store every day. I'm sure it's been robbed 3 times. Don't mean I did it.
Well, Marcus, I will point out that somebody in our family was brought into question for a murder just because they were black in that area, and I'll tell you that off the air.
They got
you don't even need to bring that up on the air, Eric.
Yeah, he was a person of interest.
Man, they didn't talk to me. I knew Wade was dirty.
I
think my favorite
he did fit that description. Black.
My favorite thing about the whole thing was when Nick Aldis became Principal Clark, and he chewed him off. I don't know what Adam does on Raw, but y'all need to get the hell out of here and go. And the way that Liv and Raquel walked away, just like, you know what, that was funny.
Can I add this?
Yeah, but so did he scold Bianca and Naomi for what they did on Raw? No,
that's not his show. That's not his show. They went there and acted damn fool because they dressed to Bring It On. They dressed in the Clovers. They were acting like some damn fools.
And now they were dressed as Beyonce. Shantae had to explain that to me what that was about. It's a Beyonce moment and I was like, oh,
no,
okay.
It's a Bring It On moment.
Bring It On.
No, that was on Raw. Was the Bring It On moment. on SmackDown, it's a Beyonce moment when she had Baychella and she broke it down wearing that exact same outfit.
I don't recall any of that. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
that's fine.
On their socials, Bianca and Naomi decided they were going to try to break the internet by trying to twerk and shit, like doing that whole dance. No.
I'm about tired of seeing Naomi twerk. I've seen it. Been there, done that. Move on.
I don't
20 years.
I was very disappointed that she decided to put leggings when she decided to dress like Bring It On because she knew she couldn't go any other type of way.
Anyway, let me throw a hot take out there for you guys.
Okay.
Tag team wrestling is back.
Only because those brothers got in the ring looking like they was full of shit. They destroyed the whole entire tag division.
I wasn't talking about them.
You were talking about them.
No, I was not.
Who was you talking about?
I was still on this segment. I'm talking about the women's tag team division, the best tag team division in all the rest. WWE's women's division, which spans the globe of NXT, Raw, SmackDown, everywhere else. It's actually the best tag division going on in wrestling right now. This is a shot at AEW, TNA, and WWE.
I take that back, Mark, because a couple of weeks ago when I had the Viking Raiders versus who did they fight?
Ain't nobody care about them, Eric.
The War Raiders. Hey, that was a good ass match.
Eric, let me tell you this: if you had a choice to watch a segment, Raquel and Liv, or the Viking Raiders coming out, which one you picking?
Is it just Raquel and Liv though?
I'm just gonna say it's whoever they're feuding with. Because you just said one tag team with the Viking Raiders.
Because I don't like Raquel, so I'll probably pick the Viking Raiders.
Oh.
I don't like Raquel at all.
That's deep-rooted hate right there for no reason.
I don't like Raquel.
Well, if it was Lash and Jakari.
I'm taking Lash and Sakari. Mark, you can give me Sol Roca and Zarya.
Exactly. I'm telling you, this WWE's Women's Tag Team Division is the only tag team division. It's like watching Mac McClung in the Women's Dunk Contest.
How Ricky Starks was getting his tour of the Ricky Saints was getting his tour of the NXT locker room and all shit was going down. I want to go and I want shit to go down too. Like, I would hate if I visit the NXT center and nothing happened out of the ordinary. I want to see people getting abducted in the parking lot. I want to see backstage brawls. I want all the chaotic shit.
Eric, if you came from the parking lot, you wouldn't make it into the building. That's what I expect.
Well, my whole thing is this. I'm sitting on top of my car and I'm going to take... I don't even smoke, but I'm going to take random smoke breaks all the time so I can go to the parking lot and see what the hell's going on. Because someone getting attacked. And I want to be the witness. I want to be the Wendy Chew of it all and just see it all.
I was listening to somebody complain about people taking smoke breaks and how back in the day people were obligated to a smoke break, like every one smoke break per hour. But if you
I'm sick and tired of people in the
but a person who wasn't a smoker, you couldn't have that break. You couldn't have that break. It's like, what the hell, man?
I don't get a personal break. Why can't we discuss a personal break? They get I gotta go smoke. Man, it's bullshit. He killed himself. Shit.
So the Profits beat up everybody. It made this a little more interesting.
What are you saying?
The Profits beat up everybody. Made that whole segment that was just like,
we need this version of the Profits to just save it. They need to save the male tag team division because they're the only people with charisma in the whole thing.
Now, Manny, I'm going to ask you this question because I know Marcus can probably defend his boy KO and Sammy in this situation. In the modern day era, in the world that we live in, why does the Zayn family do not have a Ring doorbell? They should have known that there was movement in front of their house to know that it was a guy to look at through their windows.
First of all, why isn't Sami Zayn watching the show? Why was that TV off?
No, I believe the footage was some other time during the week. That man was raising his kids, man. Leave him alone.
He was.
Why would he need to watch SmackDown?
DVR,
Kevin was
DVR.
outside his house being creepy. I wonder why the curtains wasn't closed. Why you got your windows wide open?
And why haven't you got like a net curtain in front of the window to prevent people from staring in?
Yeah.
What guys? Let me just point this out to you guys.
I bet you Sammy walking around his house butt ass naked.
One thing I've learned that people with money, preferably Caucasians, they want everybody to see into their happiness. Like around in my neighborhood, you can drive down where all the rich, you can see through their houses. I'm like, that's crazy. I think it's a minority thing where we put curtains like, we're going to protect my blooms. You don't need to know that I have this.
Well, we're always hiding drugs and shit. We're
hiding a kid table and a TV. That was all he was hiding. There was no other furniture in that room.
That's true. And they was eating on dinner trays, so they kept it real. They ain't living as well as they thought they were.
Do you think Kevin felt lucky? Well, one, Kevin's a horrible person. He could spend time with his own family, but chose to go to Sammy's house.
Hey, Sammy's still his friend.
But Marcus, what we don't know is that they actually live across the street from each other. It's like walking to see. Just imagine them picking up the paper and they just can't stay in the stare. I can't stand your ass.
I can't stand your ass this week. We'll be friends again, but I can't stand you for the next 2 or 3 months. Just until WrestleMania.
The main event happened. The best thing about the main event is when Jacob cuts off Solo and, he cuts another heartfelt promo of stuff like that. I mean...
Heartfelt?
Oh, no, because
that man is not talking heartfelt.
Oh, yeah, he bringing that shit from the dev regions, man.
I felt like I was watching Scared Straight.
The Saturday Night Live version?
Oh, either one.
I see Solo walking down a corridor like that. I'm running the other direction and be like, he got priors. I'm running away.
But so the ending is the dissension between Solo and Jacob festers as Jacob kicks Solo, or I got it backwards.
Yeah, he super kicks Solo.
Yeah,
and then Solo loses the match.
Yeah, yeah, they go into WrestleMania versus each other.
And I just
seems like that's the only way to go.
For me, this WWE, you need to talk like Damian Priest really doesn't have much steam behind him right now. He just doesn't, and associating him with Braun Strowman does not help. I'm sorry.
Well, they tried to give him something going into the chamber, but like, not much.
Like that ain't like he was festering around with Judgment Day a little bit too long, and like it just like you have to really think of something like he needs to kind of start back on the mid card. Like you're trying to make him a main event player, but he should probably be feuding with Nakamura more than anybody.
He's Bad Bunny.
He does need back. He does need Medito.
He needs him. He needs him back. I don't know. Do it, Priest. Like I can't. Like I don't hate Priest. I just feel like there's nothing for him to do. I have a question. Who's taking up the Judgment Day for you, or who are they adding? If they were to add, who would you add to the Judgment Day? But does he work with Carly, as he's being known as now?
So Dominic will take over the Judgment Day. Aleister Black will come in because of that. Him sending Chad Gable to master the dark arts at his school.
Yeah. Like, I can see that working with him and, like, Aleister Black in that situation. Hell, you could even bring in, if you want to bring in Miro as Muscle or something. I don't know. It's like, that's where you can put those old dogs in, but I think it's time to let Dominic shine at being the leader of Judgment Day. I really do. And let Finn go and do what Finn does.
Be the demon?
Yeah. Because I think Finn still has a charisma. Like when he walks out in his mask, where it's very quasi clannish. I hope he never puts on a white mask. Never do that, Finn.
Yes.
Keep him black. Keep him black.
Nah, he's done blackface enough. He better start wearing a hood.
Like the fact is, I do miss the demon. I think it's been 3 to 4 years since we had the demon.
Well, since Roman killed the demon.
Yeah, no, that turnbuckle made a fall. Roman didn't kill the demon. The turnbuckle did. Damn it. That man was dancing to the music like he was Wicked at Bernie's. He was never more powerful.
But right now, I think the only person in WWE that has any momentum is Jacob Fatu. I think he's the only one right now. And I think the reason why Jacob is connecting with the audience is because he feels authentic. It feels like this is who Jacob is. And I think if they want Damian Priest to, catch that, he has to be more whoever Damian Priest really is. Like Coffee receipts. I watched all 6 minutes of him giving me the receipts.
It's amazing.
I was like, that's what he needs to do that on TV.
No, but the thing is with Kofi, their storyline needs to progress with either Big E or they need to get a point across because nothing is going on with that.
They're heels, Manny. You gotta give it time. They're heels. They're beating up other people. They're feuding Rey Mysterio. They can't just jump. Let's say if Big E is coming back, they just can't just jump right into that. Let them be evil first.
It was speculation. It was speculation that the rumor was it was WrestleMania matches Big E and Rey against Xavier and Kofi, and I'm like, I don't want Rey to be involved in this any kind of way. Like I don't.
Well, he's involved there.
Rey's got his own faction.
Yeah, like
yeah, but he don't want to work with those guys.
Okay,
if Big E were to get a partner, who would his partner be?
I don't know.
Who would you get?
Penta. Oh, Manny, I want to point out, you're right. When you sent the message, the bingo card, Sheamus Saucing with Penta just was not there. Did not see that coming. And honestly, I think Penta is the number one luchador who speaks English. His English is so amazing.
No, Dragon Lee cut a promo this week, damn it.
Yeah,
we never heard of Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee walked up to the promo. We did not cover it on our raw notes, but he went out there and he spoke from his heart. And we need to put respect on his name.
Marcus.
Okay, so where does he sit now? Where does he sit?
I have him second behind Penta right now.
Let me tell you, you can go over Penta house and he entertain you. You understand everything that he says and stuff like that. It just would be a great time. Penta seems like...
It makes me mad of his whole time in AEW.
You had me believing that man didn't speak any English because you had the damn announcer doing all the speaking from... This man speaks perfectly good English. Can Ray Phoenix speak English? I don't know. I can only assume he does.
I don't think he can.
Manny, his brother can. I think he can.
Maybe that's what Ray's been doing this whole time. Honestly, Ray Phoenix ain't got shit else to do.
Let's be real. If he came in and he starts speaking great, he'd be like, Tony, what were you doing? What were you doing?
Hey, there's a lot of things you wonder. Tony, what were you doing? What were you doing?
What were you doing?
I literally think once a week you can ask that question for Tony Khan. What were you doing? For this week, I'm asking Tony, what were you doing with the little ring gate? Why is that a story? Why couldn't you have that set up? Why couldn't you just have anything set up?
My story for this week would be, why are you trying to set up Thunder Rosa?
Oh, yeah,
no. So,
the Thunder Rosa game.
Did you read the reports about that? What happened, though? What really happened?
No.
I just saw everybody else talking about it. They went business for themselves.
No, old girl went into business for herself. Like, she was supposed to be afraid of Thunder Rosa with the chair and run out the ring and stuff like that, and she decided not to do that. And that's why Thunder Rosa was so thrown off.
Both of them, Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, went into business for themselves.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's why it was awkward.
I got that.
I
didn't spoil why they went into business for themselves.
Get suspended for that.
I would fire him.
But Manny,
I fired Penelope Ford for that shit, Manny. Maybe I won't fire Megan Bayne, but I fired Penelope Ford over some shit like that. Because there ain't no reason for me to keep Penelope Ford.
Honestly, I think you fire both. I think Manny's right. You fire them both. If the agreed upon segment was that you're supposed to act scared and be afraid, you can't go into business for yourself. You just can't do it because that whole segment became a fool. And honestly, you should scrap that whole thing right now. Like, no one should get any type of just move on from it. Like,
what about Statlander, who's in the ring?
So from when you look back at that segment,
just out there.
When you look back at that segment, I don't think the idea was Thunder Rosa was supposed to hit them with the chair at any point.
No.
But so the point was to make they were supposed as soon as she came out there, they were supposed to leave.
They were supposed to run and flee out the ring. They were supposed to.
As always, you know how people do.
You know what? If I'm Thunder Rosa at that point, if I'm swinging that chair, I'm swinging it. If you don't move, it's your fault.
So I am going to go to the deep dark arts of wrestling podcasters who complain about everything. Stevie Richards is back.
Wait,
he did a deep review of this.
Mark, before
he has a full review of everything that went wrong and what's going on there.
Pause real quick, Mark, before you go. SmackDown was trash. That's a SmackDown report. Now we go into anything else. Okay, go into the deep down, Marcus.
So I don't know why we need to close that out. I think anybody listening know that we were done. I think anybody listening. Oh. They're done with SmackDown? Click. So Steve Richards was telling the story about how, wrestlers come to the ring and, they tell you when they're coming out, they're going to be swinging. Like he said, if Steve Austin was running into that ring with a chair, you get the hell out of there because he said he's coming for your head. He don't give a damn. If you don't get out the ring, he's going to hit you. And same thing with like a JBL clothesline. They're going to hit you. Even Stevie said, if anybody stand up on me, I gotta hit you because I'm not losing any credibility. Yeah. You're not gonna make me look stupid. I'm knocking the shit out of you. And he was going over various moments where she should have knocked the shit out of him. When they were just standing in front of each other walking up, he said, I would have took them out.
No, exactly. The thing is that Statlander lost and took a beat down for no reason. Thunder Rosa came out there to make a save. And then the thing is, she's making a save, and you have Penelope trying to separate those two. I would have them heifers up, just like you swing, like you ruin this whole segment for yourself, and you're not even a big enough star yet. Like for yourself.
I just want to point out last week, I'm pretty sure 2.0, and Danny Garcia ran in to make a save, and the Death Riders ran away.
They got the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where you just have to do what you gotta. And can I also talk about? I have to go and watch LFG but I saw the
it's
preview,
such a good show.
the preview that they gave me, and when they told Bully Ray was coaching the dude who slipped, he was like, "So why did you slip?" He was like, "Cause I was rushing, man." And you see, when you rush, you have to work inside your athletic ability. Because if you fall, you not only will you hurt yourself, you will hurt the person in the ring with you and everybody involved. I was like, damn.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
It's a good show.
If I was
he's just a dick about it.
Yeah, Manny, this is for you for watching the show. If you were going to any of these people in their wrestling school, who are you going to? Are you going to Bully Ray school?
I think I would get more out of Bully Ray because Tough Love. I get more out of Tough Love.
The disciplinary. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: you going for Tough Love. I'm going to Booker T school because Booker T has produced more stars in the WWE than anybody else.
Mark,
Anybody.
For a little bit that I saw, because I haven't watched enough of it, but I'll tell you this right now. I think The Undertaker's the worst school when he's trying to teach people to get the yeah
boo. The punches.
The yeah boo. You see,
boo, yeah, boo, yeah, boo. Shut up, man.
Hey, Marcus, I'm thinking to myself, God damn it, Undertaker. I don't think you had many yeah boos in your career. What the hell are you talking about? What did you do a yeah boo? I mean,
he did it with Sean. I mean, he had a few of those. Because remember, he was the best pure striker in the game.
Oh, yeah, that's when he was in the badass period. Okay, yeah.
But, it's a good-ass show. It's a good-ass show.
But I think back to AEW, I think the fact that if there's no disciplinary action for them, it just goes like... And I can understand Thunder Rosa being in a bad position because, she has a bad reputation being in AEW, being difficult to work with and stuff like that. Then you see this shit, it's like, oh, man. What's going on?
On the Stevie Richards podcast, their thoughts, they have no facts of this, but they said maybe she said something to Busted Open that pissed some people off, that she's working with, Bully, who is anti-Tony Khan. That dog just got that real quick, man.
No, the dog just really, it got, you see, this is Manny right here, and the dog got Manny wrapped around it, this Manny just giving, look, Manny don't even fight it. Look at him.
No, I got tired of the dog trying to jump on the desk, so I got it to move.
Okay, whatever.
And then the other theory is Penelope Ford was working with Britt Baker.
It had to be. It felt like something like that was going on, like something lingering.
Yeah, like this is some clear. Oh, now get like you can see it in the back. Now we get the bitch back, or something like that. Like this is your chance. You said she go in there with the chance. She ain't gonna do it. She a little bitch.
The thing about it though is like for me personally, fire them all three of them. Whatever. Bye. Girl, bye. I feel like
all of them? What did Thunder Rosa do to get fired? Not kill him?
I'm more entertained by Harley and her damn puppet than I am in all three of them. Shit, you know what? Fuck it. Statlander can go too. I think Statlander's been a waste of space too.
Damn.
The dog is like, hey, I need to get back on that lap because I'm going to get on that damn desk. I don't know what you thought that treat was going to do. It ain't going to do it. Manny being red right now. Look at it. Look at the dog.
This dog loves me. Look at that look at its eye. It loves me.
No, it loves how it controls you. You're like Tony Khan, and she's like your entire roster of wrestlers, just telling you what you're gonna do.
Yeah, man. You're not locked in. The dog is not locked in with you. You locked in with the dog. That's your cell, man. You that dog's bitch.
Yeah. Man, but I'm happy for you, Manny. I haven't seen you smile this much in a long time. The dog is bringing you joy.
I'm in pain, Eric. I'm in pain.
This is Perk Manny, too.
This is Perk Manny. I do like Perk Manny, Yeah, but that whole segment, like, Megan Bain, like, you had a look, but if you can't, nah, man. This is
like your third week on Dynamite. You acted like you CM Punk.
Like you can't
or Hangman Page or some shit.
You gotta be professional. I mean, like the Death Riders are running, as Manny said, and if all the people to run for it, I'm not ready from them. I'm not ready from them. I can fight them. As Marcus go through his locker room destroyed, he ain't got no problem with them. He's like,
Eric, we've seen the ring cleared by Orange Cassidy on their show. You trying to tell me Thunder Rosa can't clear a ring, hold the chair? This is ridiculous.
Man, I have a question for you. This is a very important question. So, who had the better main event? Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, or Damian Priest, Braun Strowman,
That's not even a question.
Solo, and Jacob. This is hard.
It's not that hard for me.
No, I take the Dynamite main event, even though that is not a main event when you watch it.
Marcus,
When you think of the two, it's like they're not a main
Not
event.
even a question. I'm taking the Solo Jacob situation because those are main eventers. These are main eventers in the main event.
Marcus,
Braun Strowman may not be considered a main eventer, but everybody else in there I consider main event players. Even Solo, even though he ain't the best, Jacob is a star. Priest also is somewhere in the main event, but I feel like it was main event worthy. It had elimination chamber implications.
Manny, I'm sorry to say this, but I think Marcus is gonna grab the chair because I'm about to betray on him. Manny, I agree with you. I think that Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong
Penelope Ford ass
felt better than the main event that I got right here and there. Marcus, Damian Priest ain't got no steam. Braun Strowman is useless.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It was about the Solo and Jacob dynamic. It's about Jacob.
Yeah, but at least Roderick and Orange is about their title, the international title.
Hey, let me tell you this.
Or
Jacob Fatu or anybody in that main event.
Well, Jacob Fatu is different. I liked his segment.
Exactly. You take Jacob Fatu over Orange Cassidy, you'll take him over who did Orange Cassidy fight?
Roderick Strong. Yeah, but Mark,
you can't do nothing with them guys.
This was a throwaway tag match that no one needs. No one needs this tag match. No one needed it.
It was for drama purposes. You got Seth Solo versus Jacob. Dramatic effect.
Whatever. But I think that pretty much concludes the show. I don't think unless there's anything else you guys want to touch on. All right. Yeah. The silence telling me it speaks in volumes. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Eric, and we will be back next week with a watch along, if I'm correct. Correct? Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Yes. If Manny has a mouth. Chamber.
Oh yeah, I might not be there because if my tooth gets extracted.
Well, Manny, you don't have to say anything. You can just watch, and and we can.
Do you want to hold up cue cards like you're Sammy Guevara? We'll let you be Sammy Guevara.
Oh,
drugged up Manny.
I mean, I'll be Javon Evans.
Or Marcus and I can channel. We can channel our inner Eddie Murphy, and we can play Lord Manny Hayes with Lord Manny Hayes being right next to you. I don't think we can do that. But
when Manny eats 4 cheese lasagna, can't settle for 3.
I can't settle for 3. 4 cheese lasagna.
It's just the 3 flavor lasagnas is unacceptable. Man, that was good. Good times. Eddie Murphy is still amazing. At 180 years old.
When he broke everybody at Showtime.
Oh yeah, Sandman Sim. He coming out there. Hey, everybody clap your hands.
Everybody clap your hands. And they just died. Anyway, that's a moment. Let me put this thumbnail that wasn't there because your soul has been snatched by the Sharpshooters, and we hope you guys enjoyed this. Please tune in this Tuesday hopefully this Tuesday. They will keep you updated for the Untitled Manny and Marcus show if Manny still has a tooth. If not, it may be an impromptu hiatus, and then we'll see you on a watch along. At least Marcus and I will.
Eric, the question is, can you find yourself in this image?
All right, I found Marcus. I found Manny. Yeah, I'm right above Manny with headphones on with a smirk, rubbing my hands together. Don't know why I'm doing that, but I look devious.
Manny ain't got no neck in this one.
My head is too big for whatever body you put me on.
Well, I want you to actually be able to see yourselves.
Well, the worst part about your picture, Marcus, you always look like you got a sloping forehead.
Yeah, that's about what my forehead looks like in person.
I can send you more pictures of yourself where you can actually have better cutouts.
Nah.
No, he likes to just use the exact same cutouts every week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you spelled soul right.
Well, but what?
You could have went with the shoe soul. But
I could have went with SOL.
You could have went like
SOLE.
Because not only was that your girl, but that was also the car that you was going to get. And thank God that you decided not to get the Kia Soul, so you could be a hamster.
I'd rather have my Kia Soul. At least I would still have my license plate.
What, they stole your license plate?
Someone stole my license plate.
Move out your area, man.
It wasn't in my area, Manny. It was in the Commerce Casino. Because I have no idea what happened. You can't steal it in my house because it's a gated parking space. This is ridiculous.
Did you tell the DMV?
No, I'm ashamed.
Do you? I think you should tell the DMV so you don't get no capers committed in your life.
I'll get around to it.
I don't want you to
violated me, man.
Mark, I don't want you to become a person of interest, man.
This Corolla has got it worse than any car I've ever had in my life. Any car.
Can you imagine your life if you had the Kia Soul?
Marcus, that's a lie. I remember the car wash.
Yeah, this is about car wash level of bad luck.
No, Marcus, because like the thing is, your car, the Corolla, is having stuff that people have done to it. Yo, Ford, you did all that shit to it, from putting it through the car wash and trying to use Gorilla Glue, duct tape, driving with the mirror. I mean, that car was through a lot. I wonder is that car still running though?
I bet you it is. It's Ford Taurus. Well, it was barely running when I was in it. And if you go past 75 miles per hour, that shit shook. That shit shook. It was just that shit was hard. It was struggling.
And then Marcus' favorite car was the the Avenger? The Avenger that I hated because I hated the little mirrors, but then Venice took that away from him. And then
Venice? You mean Ventura?
Ventura. And then his least favorite vehicle, was the Kia. You missed the Kia.
I missed the Kia.
Really? Over the Corolla?
Why are we going through Marcus' car history?
Because you know what? It's time for me to get a new car.
Because Manny, sometimes therapy helps, man. And like nowadays, you could always go get you. Like, how long have you had this Corolla?
A year.
Oh damn! It's only been a year. Shit.
Remember when he had that much money? Remember when he was rolling in it?
Still rolling in it, Manny. I'm still rolling in it.
Well, let me hold something so I can buy me a Mac Mini. Let me hold something, brother.
Fuck you for your you guys fiddling. I don't like what you guys do to money. I'd rather you guys have a drug problem or a gambling addiction than what y'all do with y'all money.
How dare you?
I like how we walk away from a show, but then we have our random interventions of stupid shit at the end.
I would love to give you guys pull up a roll of money, and then y'all talk about just come on, Marcus, give me $200 more, son. Okay. This is a quick hit, and I just sound disgust on you the $200.
JK Smush,
like, get your life together.
Marcus and I have already experienced the Beetle. If you've been with us for a long time, when we had the video introduction to the show, we was in that Beetle filming as we was driving down the street. I missed the Beetle though. The convertible Beetle, that was a ride, man. When me and Shantae tried to drive up the coast in the Beetle, and then we got too cold, we put the top up. It was like, it's too cold for that.
So if you want to see one of our cars die, go to our YouTube channel and look up the Eric's truck dying video in Las Vegas.
There's a video for that?
Yeah. It's on the channel. Yeah.
Oh, we're never ending the show today.
I remember that's the first time. That's the first time my brothers met and Shantae met Vegas Eric because I was drunk as fuck and I was happy.
Yabba dabba do, motherfucker. Yabba dabba do.
Is that when I said that? Damn.
He was angry. Go back and watch that video, Eric. You see how angry you were. You were angry and fat.
I mean, what's different now?
Worst type of angry and fat.
Chin's all moving fast.
You know what? On that note, touche, motherfucker. Touche.
You're a better person now. You're in better shape now.
Yeah, but you know, I'm squandering it away. I love the Vegas clip of y'all outside of Raising Arizona or something.
Yeah, Arizona Charlie's.
Oh.
I can't believe you don't remember this clip. It's a really well done video. I recommend you go see it. It's only 1 minute.
I am going to go look at it after this because I don't remember this. And then I have to go find me something to eat. So anyway, this has been To The Sweet. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You may see Marcus and I next week for the watch along, and everybody send your thoughts and prayers and donations to the Manny Get It Too Fund. We hope that the dentist doesn't rape his mouth, which they normally do.
Ooh,
but
one.
Ooh.
You know, tissue paper mouths is out of control.
No, it's like keep your mouth open, move your tongue,
Manny,
keep it open.
1
and then they put
or 2.
2.
Again, 1 or 2. This was very blurry though.
The show's over, guys. I'm hitting it in stream. Bye.
Okay.